Greetings, fellow Sierra Leonean, and welcome to another edition of the Critical Thinking Talk Show. I am your host, Khadija Tijan Nabi. Make us start with my usual disclaimer. This message serves as a disclaimer. The Critical Thinking Talk Show, and neither do I, Khadija Tijan Nabi, Perseverance, Tenacity, have the right to these song or music that will be played during this live show. They are only to be used as a form of entertainment for guests, viewers, and the general public. Let me go right to community announcement. I want to congratulate my uncle, my dear uncle, Uncle Bama Tunkara, on celebrating another milestone. Also want to congratulate Mr. Eric Samboy, the president of the Mabuhandi chapter, New York chapter, on Insefion celebrating another milestone as well. Last but not least, one of Salon finest, DJ Flex, a wonderful soul, a human being we love to see all in fellow Sierra Leonean successful. He celebrates another milestone last week, but unfortunately, I'm not been there live for congratulate him. Once again, in a welcome to the Critical Thinking Talk Show. I will try for bring me guests, my very first guest, as soon as possible. And I feel free for share, and I will pause here as well for invite other people then. And I thank you. I will try for acknowledging her later. Thank you once again. I will pause here and I will bring the guests shortly. Thank you. And I all welcome. I just try for invite few people them. As well, I will bring the guests shortly. And I thank you. All right, too many people then to invite. So, and I feel free for share 'em. Now bring the guests immediately. I see I'm on board. Good afternoon, Mr. Bangura, and good evening at your end. Welcome to the Critical Thinking Talk Show. You there hear me well? Seems like we'll get a delay, eh? Mr. Bangura, you there hear me? Thank you for honoring the invitation, sir. Greatly appreciate.
You're welcome.
Well stood. As I inform you, today we're not going to allow you for speak any English now. So the layman at the village, Then mommy then says, "Bengo, understand what to the talk today." Welcome once again.
Thank you, Khadija.
Most of the time, now you they sit down na the position for conduct the interview, or best described as the interviewer. Today you will be the interviewee. Many. So I want to pause here for now and I give you this opportunity for now you introduce yourself. So the very few we are gonna doubt, so we're not gonna know you.
All right, thank you. I guess the best description I can give myself now that Mina Samuel Wise Bangura, Mina journalist, and apparently I'm fortunate for be the director of news and current affairs na Sierra Leone's leading media house, una the Africa Young Voices Media Empire.
Wonderful. Welcome again. Many agree that accolades should be based on merit or demerit, meaning recognition or recognizing you as one of the most influential Sierra Leonean because of friendship or because we share the same passion in journalism, for example, but rather based on your positive contribution to Salon as a whole. And most importantly, how have you influenced others positively? For example, serve in the capacity as a mentor to others, especially in exactly in that vein. I want to commend you on your contribution to Mama Salon as a whole. I want you to shed light on you, as if you can take go back to memory lane and shed light on to the general public and the audience today on Udana Mr. Samuel Wise as a young boy.
Thank you. It's very tough. Somebody will use for the ask the questions. Now that person is being asked to answer the questions. So viewers and yourself will get for forgive me, and because I'm going to struggle in answering your questions. But going back to your question, who that's Samuel Wise Bangura. Of course, as a young boy going back to school, always on the get this desire of not being a journalist, of being a lawyer. That has always been my passion. That has always been my dream coming up as a young boy because back then I used to admire the guys in the wig, the guys carrying the gowns, when you say you're a lawyer back then, the clout that comes with for you as an individual and the family. So I just wanted to be that type of person coming up in life. And but one thing about me though is whatever I dream, I try to achieve. But yes, going through school, going through college and universities. Then I happened for only read mass communication, both at diploma and BA level. And
As you say, you want to be patient with the. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. I know so you can get
yeah,
slight interruption.
okay, thank you. Yes. And of course, so I said, okay, la back I'm up with a general arts studies degree, which I did as an associate degree. And so I decide after that for say, okay, let me go and practice journalism. And in the practice, I started with being a radio volunteer. Now, one Christian radio station we named Mercy Radio. And moving on from Mercy Radio, move on straight to becoming a copy editor for one newspaper, when at the Future newspaper. And that take me on to becoming the editor of the paper and move on to becoming the editor of the Public Review newspaper. And I left there and go work with the Spectator newspaper for about a month or two. And I left there again.
Wow. And also,
by the Abdul Fonti then, and then they take me on to say, okay, well, Samuel has done good according to the management of AYV. Let's make Samuel the head of news then. So I go back, become the head of news, and by then it was just for the radio and the newspaper. And after that, we think say, okay, the paper is going down again, so let Samuel come back now the paper. So I went back and becoming the coordinator of our editorial board at AYV. And after that, we were able to source an editor for the newspaper. And I go back to becoming the head of news. And then after the elections and all of that, I go back for become the director of operations. But that be kind of pretty much too much of administration as compared to me being a journalist. So I had a talk with the CEO, say I have to be a journalist. Let me be a journalist. So he said, okay, you know what? Go back to you be the director of news and current affairs, the current capacity I am serving in. And well, in terms of trainings, yes, I
excellent.
have gotten both national and international trainings to just ensure that we're able to capacitate ourselves. And my beat in journalism is politics. So, in just few words, yes, that's who Samuel Wise Bangura is in journalism.
Excellent. I think I've made no mistake for you the title as one of the 100 influential Sierra Leonean. Salutes. Well stated. Very impressive. So now, many will be curious as to which primary school you go to, which secondary school you go to, if you can shed light on that as well.
Yes, fortunately, I attend one of the best primary schools that is not.
The internet's the Ambogwe small.
I also attend a secondary school where them be built for train soldier man them. For train soldier man beginning at the services secondary school. And from JSS1 to SS3, kind of way I feel like being
The internet's the Ambogwe. So, and I all welcome. I will respond to the comments there later. What think happened? The internet's been interrupted way. So I want to repeat again the primary school and the secondary school. Mr. Bangura, internet's they act up small. Okay. That's how we get for bring them back. Sorry, you guys. And I all welcome. Now see if we can get Mr. Bangura back. In the meantime, Mr. Bangura, the internet one act up away. You there, me? Yeah. So I want, oh God, they act up again. Okay, now patients will, and I know say the connection with Africa is a bit challenging. So This not manage, you go manager. Say we done. All right, so welcome back, Mr. Bangura. I know. So then we go back to the primary and secondary. Can you able to repeat that? Because we go in and out of connection.
Yes, I say I attend the primary school.
And our patients will. Okay. Our patients will, yeah. And I go to get entertained for stay, I get them back on, yeah. And I'm sorry, I did try to get back Mr. Bangura. Every day I go the first to you. Girl, I just wanna be close to you. When you say, girl, I go die for you, Baby, now yoga, give me your number, happy your number, Baby, now yoga, give me your number, happy your number, You give me feeling that I never feel. I show you love me that you never see. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. When me ever know. Girl, your lips on my lips, so I put my hands on your hips, so I make you dance to calypso. Ooh, calypso. Baby, how you find so? Girl, I wanna make you mine up. Give me your love and give you mine up. Every day you love me mine up. And I all welcome Mr. Suma. You they asked about the topic. Currently, I did do an exclusive interview with Mr. Samuel Wise, followed by another exclusive interview continuation with Pasheki. But we they get some internet issue, I they try to get them back on board. I hope so then they answer your question. And I all welcome. Hello, Miss Jamila, and all, and all welcome. Miss Salimatu, welcome. And then I all want to before say the name and excuse me, sorry. So we currently just wait for the guests to come back up. Then I go Adam, and I thank you for your time. Yeah, sorry for the pain. I'm sorry for the fight. Baby, just believe me. Meanwhile, I'm not deceiving you. Baby, only you want. Baby, only you want. You wanna love. I don't see Mr. Bangura yet. I just patiently wait for Mr. Bangura. Are you ready now? Okay, let's get. Thank you so much, Mr. Watson, for your words of encouragement. Thank you, sir. And I know one go join another line. First them I be the wheel for space, they catch me. You don't done now, so you are see the sign. Baby, love the call waiting at the other line. Tell us that I made before you say another line. What you mean I need for sister for you? Lots of food for thought. Think about it, a food for thought. The first day where I see you face to face, okay. You make me so while we wait for Mr. Bangura, I will see if me other guests already. So no go delay time. This love na everyday something. Not only in February the 14th, as inside with it, I don't come around for nothing. Can I make sure you wait till it comes? I go to lie, you. I go to enter you. Baby, I go to lie, you. Every day, I go to enter you. Let's be on you, yeah. That's what it is. Mac mood, yeah. That's what it is. Oh, no. You can just take anything, I go come pay. Come smile from me, now you want it. Cause I found your love, I want. Girl, there's no one like you. I've been around, oh mama, stop looking to you. You know they mind them better. Yeah, we left them back then talk. Me and you together. I go let the girl till I die. I go to buy you. I go to enter you. Baby, I go to buy you. Every day, I go to enter you. Let's be all you, yeah. That's all the thing. Hey, this internet's no one getting chance today. Okay. Mr. Bangura, send me a request, yeah? I see you don't come back on. Send me a request, yeah? Yeah, it's your boy Morris and Caldanero, man. And enjoy now. I try for entertaining until the guests come back in. While in the process, me said they enjoy the tune. Mr. Bangura, kindly send me a request when I think I see you just now. Just send me a request so I will put you back on, yeah? Life is full of adventure. Hello, Miss William.
Fire, fire, fire on the mountain, run, run. Fire, fire, fire on the mountain, run, run. Tell your body so hot, call fire first. Number one, baby girl, now you the first. I'm a gentleman, for you are the class. And the class problem. You give me feeling that I never feel. I show you loving that you never see. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. When me ever know. Master help on the beat is a sanko. Baby come hold me hand, we can go. Tell your back a boom boom like a tango. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. Baby, now you find you mind up. Give me your love and give you mind up. Every day you love me mind up. Oh. Second, second, baby, second, 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 baby, second, 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 baby, second, 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 baby, second. Every day I go to close to you. Girl, I just wanna be close to you. What you say, girl, I go die for you. Baby, now you give me your number, give me your number. Baby, now you give me your number, give me your number. You give me feeling that I never feel. I show you something that you never see. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. When me ever know. Girl, your lips on my lips, so I put my hands on your hips, so I make you dance to the lips, so ooh, the lips, so baby, how you find so? Girl, I wanna make you mine up. Give me the love, I give you mine up. Every day you know me mine up. Oh. Second, second, baby, second, 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 baby, second, second, baby, second, baby, I know you know. I know you know. I'm falling for you. The matter can you want to go buy up. The house you want to go buy up.
The title of the song is Sakabo na Seke, Sekeh by Raheem the Wizard. Seke.
The pretty girl when me ever, never, never, no, no. Baby, I find you. Girl, I wanna make you mine up. Give me your love and give you
We still await for we guess them.
every day you love me mine up.
I know, I'm sorry, Miss Say Mine, Mr. Say Mine. Unfortunately, in a situation beyond we own control with the internet. Collect that one, then I repeat some. Mr. Bangura, try to see if you able to send me request again if you go through.
Your body so hot, call fire first. Number one, baby girl, now you the first. I'm a gentleman, for you are the class. And the class problem. You give me feeling that I never feel. I show you loving that you never see. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. When me ever know. Master help on the beat is a sanko. Baby, come hold me hand, we can go. Tell your back a boom boom like a tango. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. Baby, I find. Girl, I wanna make you mine up. Give me your love and give you mine up. Every day you got me mine up. Oh. Second, second, baby, second, 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 baby, second.
Mr. Bangura, you see what's in the internet you do here? You there, hear me? Welcome back. You there, hear me? Thank you so much, Miss Salimatsu. No problem. Thank you. Mr. Bangura. Hello, Miss Angela. Welcome, madam. But it's I forget we guess the internet they act up small, so in our patients we small. Hey, bo, this internet one tawap away.
For you say, girl, I go die for you now, now. Baby, now yoga, give me your number, have me your number. Baby, now yoga, give me your number, have me your number. Hey, you give me feeling that I never feel. I show you something that you never see. You are the pretty girl when me ever know. When me ever know. Girl, your lips on my lips, so I put my hands on your hips, so
Mr. Bangura. Mr. Bangura, they hear me? The internet's on tawap away. Oh. Can you imagine? Internet's not no bill. You hear me, eh? Oh boy. And as now, the internet.
Baby, how you find love? Girl, I wanna make you mine up. Give me your love and give you mine up. Every day you got me mine up. Second, second, baby, second, 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 baby, second, 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 baby, second, 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 baby, second. Baby, I love you. I'm falling for you. The month tell you one to go buy up. And it's you I need, I believe you. You give me feeling that I never had. You show me loving that I never see. The freak girl where me ever, never, never know.
You hear me?
Baby, how you find so? You know wanna make you mine up.
You hear me? The internet's no one give it time today. All right. We'll go the manager in between. All right, sir. Sorry, oh. I know say they try your very best. I hope say you no don't freeze back, oh. Okay, good. There you me, eh? Yeah. Wonderful. So I know say we did talk about the primary and the secondary school. So you may say, go ahead.
For apologize to the Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leoneans who they follow this show. But this is all we have to offer at this point in time as a nation in terms of internet. And we will continue to struggle until we get the infrastructure right and make the right investment in technology. But as it is right now, we're going to continue struggling in this. And so it's really pathetic as a nation, but we will continue to ensure that we advocate and we like REC Primary School, we then it tap na Funima, then at the Western. I'm so grateful to all the different people we serve as teachers to me during them period and day. But yes, I'm super proud of Chambers. I'm super proud of Services Secondary School.
Wonderful. You kind of like elaborate, or I would say you step ahead of the game, wherein you kind of give us shed a light on how AYV or how journalism come in place. Because your goal was actually for become a lawyer, but then God had a different destiny for you, which was journalism. Um, what is it like to work for AYV? And as the acronym or the abbreviation implies, African Young Voice. You happen to be young and an African by default, and destined by our Lord, finally, as also you happen to have a strong voice to make us proud as Sierra Leonean. How does it feel to have been given that opportunity to work for AYV, one of the strong media house in the Republic of Sierra Leone? But the internet is really disturbed way. Okay. So we obviously they struggle with the internet issue today. Now we see Pasheki, if you
It's Master on the beat, baby. Fire, fire, fire on the mountain, run, run. Fire, fire, fire on the mountain, run, run. Tell your body so hot, call fire.
so we still get some technical issue with the internet in a patient way.
You give me feeling that I never feel. I show you
Mr. Bangura, I know the internet said they give you chance today. Go ahead, sir. Continue, sir. You left off. We're going to
Yeah,
patch till we. That's true. And again, I be aware, Mr. Bangura, the internet's beyond we control. Okay, Mr. Jallo, you say me also self get some issue. What? Okay. So with that suggestion, I believe say maybe I would just put this to an end and then not sorry for any inconvenience.
Every day